Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's tutorial, I will show you how to make this simple macrame plant hanger. I created the pattern using what I call a variation of the barrel knot. These small sanities give the project a clean and minimalistic look. And since there is no tassel at the bottom, it comes out even more minimal and modern. If you like tutorials like this one, make sure to like and subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you never miss what I'm making next. To make this plant hanger, I'm using a 4mm braided cord with filling in the natural color. All the cord's measurements will be listed in the description below. You'll also need a wooden ring, corkboard and pens, measure tape, and scissors. Before we begin, I want to talk a little more about the knot I used to create this pattern. It is a variation of the barrel knot. The barrel knot is a finishing knot used to add texture to the fringe or to the cord itself at the end of a project. So to make the regular barrel knot, you'll need one cord. You'll make a loop that looks something like this. Then you're going to wrap the loose end around one side of the loop a few times. Then to tighten the knot, you're going to pull the top part of the cord and slide the knot down. Now to create the variation, you'll use two cords instead. With the cord on the right hand side, you'll create the same starting loop as before. Then with the loose end, you're going to wrap it around both cords, but only once. And to tighten the knot in this version, instead of pulling from the top part, you'll pull the loose end of the cord. So the movement is pretty similar to the regular barrel knot. That's why I like to call it as a variation. I actually used this same knot in a small back tutorial I made a while back. Back then, I didn't know what to call the knot, so now I finally have the name for it. If you want to check that video out after you finish your plant hanger, I'll leave it linked in the cards. We're gonna start the plant hanger by its base. And in order to do that, we're gonna take two cords of 2 meters. We're gonna find the center point of each of them, and I'm also going to pin them down on the board. Next, you're gonna take another cord of 2 meters. You're gonna fold it on half, and where you have the loop end, you're gonna place it underneath the 2 previous cords. Then you're gonna take the last 2 meter cord, you're gonna fold it on half again, and the loop end, you're gonna place it towards the left side, and then you're gonna pass the tails from the first cord through that loop, and then you're gonna repeat on the right side. Once you pull the cords, you should have a square knot. For the next part, we're going to start to make the arms of the plant hanger. So you're going to start by measuring 10 centimeters from the square knot, and you're going to mark that spot. Then from this mark, you're going to start the knots. you're going to make 3 knots in a sequence. Basically, you're creating a sanity of 3 knots of the barrel knot variation. And you're gonna notice that I'm leaving a little gap in between the knots. You're going to repeat the process for the other arms of the plant hanger. For the next part, you're going to take 2 of the arms of the plant hanger and you're going to place the knots right next to each other. Then you're going to separate the 2 cords in the middle, then measure 10 centimeters from the knots, and you're going to mark that spot as well. At the mark, you're going to make 3 more knots. You should repeat the process with the other arms as well. Once you complete this part, your plant hanger should be looking like this when it's opened. We're going to continue to work on the arms of the plant hanger. So we're going to take one arm again. From the knot, you're going to mark 10 centimeters down to the cord. And then you're going to make 2 more knots in a sequence. And you're going to repeat the process with the other arms of the plant hanger again. To close up the top of the plant hanger, you're going to use a wooden ring and an extra piece of cord. When you're grabbing the cords, when you're grabbing the arms of the plant hanger, make sure that you have these little loops from the knots facing outwards, because this is the right side, this is the outer side of the project. Also, try to keep the arms in an even length. Once you have the cords in a good position, you're going to pass the ends of the cords through the wooden ring and you're going to fold them back down. And once again, take a moment to check if the arms of the plant hanger are still even. With the extra piece of cord, you're going to tie a gathering knot. I chose to have the back of my gathering knot sitting on the same side as the ends of my cords, because this is going to be kind of the back part of the plant hanger. To finish things off, all you need to do is to trim the ends of the cords and maybe tuck in the edges inside the gathering knot. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. If you want more details about this macrame plant hanger, I have a blog post on our website with some extra tips. The link is in the description below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!